Hey, this is Nat and Greg from Press Club, and you're watching the Student Music Network.
I listen to news instead of the music. But dumb shit don't land like.
Hey guys, welcome back to Download Festival. My name is Rishi from Leeds Radio. It's our joint coverage with Nottingham, and I'm pleased to be joined by Press Club all the way from Australia. How are we doing?
Thanks for having us. We're going really well.
Yeah, doing good.
Opened up the Avalanche stage. We caught your set. Do you feel like, first band to Download on that stage? That's quite a big sort of pressure, I guess, to fill. How did you find that?
It was pretty nerve-wracking. Like, the idea of playing first on a big stage like that is just like, there's going to be 50 people in the crowd and it's going to be so upsetting. But to walk in and have a full tent and have it just get fuller was really, really exciting. So awesome.
Yeah,
Had a great set.
It looked busy and the energy ramped up sort of as you went through the set. I saw you went into the crowd at the end there, Nat, and got everyone jumping. That's just what you want as a festival, isn't it?
For sure. I think there was a lot of people that obviously hadn't seen us before, but by the end, I felt like we converted them, which is the goal, isn't it? Yeah.
You've been over here before, but how would you say, especially at a festival, the crowds differ or are similar from here to back home?
I feel like they're sort of really, really just watching and they're ready for it. It was 1 p.m. or something like that, and there was a full tent that were keen to they were just music fans, and that's the main thing.
They're also, the festivals over here are 4 times the size of the largest festival in Australia. So I think the biggest festival in Australia is about 30,000 people. So I just saw your face. You're like, what? Only 30,000? But yeah, to see downloads 110,000 or something
Mental,
capacity, which is
it probably
absolutely
took you
wild.
about an hour to walk over to here from the stage, didn't it? At the end. Such a big sight.
A little jog.
But no, you've been on tour as well, I've noticed, and you've been to some pretty unconventional places for a band coming in. Normally it's, your London, your Manchesters, but St Albans, which is quite close to my hometown too, Brighton, Southampton coming up. How have you found that?
We personally like the less, the path less travelled. Get to just build our audience, and every time we've kind of done it, it's been super fun. I think the first time we came around, we played Cheltenham. Norwich, Nottingham. So it's a long trip for us. So if we can just get to absolutely everywhere and not just play the big cities.
Play as many places as we can, and then maybe in the future we'll just play the London show, and then all of those people will travel for it.
You'll have little communities of Press Club fans all over the places you sort of least expect them. But how has Cancel gone down so far when you've been playing it on tour? Because obviously that was the first track in quite a long time after so much music before the pandemic. How have you found that?
Yeah, we haven't released anything in 2 years, it feels like, and maybe longer, I don't know, but it feels great to be finally be able to do something and be on the road and be sharing this thing that we absolutely adore doing. Because it's this huge part of us to play and to write and to record, release, do everything. We love being in a band. We love this.
Yeah.
And you don't really realise how much you miss it until it's gone.
It's been massively fulfilling, I think, and it seems to be connecting with audiences over here, especially as well. A lot of radio support and just people are into it, so we're stoked.
Yeah, and because of the change from you released obviously Wasted Energy or written it before Late Teens even came out, and then to have such a big break, was that I guess obviously the pandemic, I'm guessing, sort of enforced the break in itself, but is it scary coming back after so long? And I guess how much other new stuff is in the works? Because if you could write 2 albums in a year, you got about 5, 6 waiting to be released.
Well, you're right. We definitely started writing Wasted Energy before we'd even released Late Teens, and I think it was the same with this album, the forthcoming album, which we won't tell you much about, but it's there.
Heard it here first, sort of.
And we started writing that a long time ago. We started writing that in early 2020, I think, or even late 2019. It's been a lot of time for us to really focus on the songwriting as a whole. So for us, we're outrageously proud of every little detail. Every little detail. Nothing feels like it's been rushed. Nothing feels like it's been forced. It's just like, yeah, perfection. Bliss.
You mentioned about the radio support too. Obviously, Radio 1 over here, big fan of Cancelled too. And as an outsider looking in, like Radio 1 and Triple J seem to be like quite similar in that your Leica versions are like just as big as Radio 1 Live Lounge sort of over here, if not even bigger. I mean, when you got asked to do the Live Lounge, which has obviously gotten so much traction since, how do you go about like deciding what to do? Because obviously that's such a like major platform.
For Maida Vale, you mean?
No, for Triple J, like a version.
Like a version, yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, that was just like an opportunity that came up that, you know, obviously it's a little bit of a milestone for any Australian band.
Definitely to be asked to do like a version is like probably any young Australians' dream, musician's dream anyway.
Album coming up, finishing off the sort of European tour dates as well. What else is in the works? Because I mean, finally being able to get out to the world, what's like sort of next on the bucket list, would you say, of like things to do?
I think just more touring, you know. We're definitely coming back here later in the year.
November.
Yeah, just being able to get, I mean, now that we can get out, we're going to get out, you know.
Yeah.
But we hope to go to North America as well, and I'd love to go to South America as well. Japan would be amazing. There's just so many places that we probably would have gone by now, but we haven't.
What did New Zealand? It's so close and yet so far.
Still haven't made it.
Yeah.
No. Thanks so much for your time, guys. I'll let you go and have a great rest of your festival.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah. Look out for new music from Press Club coming very soon.
Absolutely.
Cheers, guys.